I am Gigi, आपकी Brazilian friend. आपका स्वागत है to our channel. Today we are here again to read the third chapter of the Gita. We're going to read the third chapter till 7 to 6 till 9. The chapter should have been reading in the previous live, the previous Thursday, but I was sick, so I decided to come here to do today. Let's start. First, I'm going to read the slokas, as you guys already know, and then I'm going to read the commentary. It's the Holy Gita by Swami Mukundananda because I think it's the most easy. It's my favorite. Namaste, dosto utpal. So let's start. Those who restrain the external organs of action while continue to deal on sense objects in the mind certainly delude themselves and are to be called hypocrites. But those karmyogis who control their knowledge sense with the mind, O Arjun, and engage their working senses in working without attachment are certainly superior. You should thus perform your prescribed Vedic duties since action is superior to inaction. By ceasing activity, even your bodily maintenance will not be possible. Work must be done as yajna to the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunt, for the satisfaction of God, perform your prescribed duties without being attached to the results. This is so powerful. Hi, Bunny. How are you? I'm going to read now the. Guys, tell me if the position is right of the life. Because for me, it's different. I don't know why. Okay. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to read the commentary. Work must be done as a yajna to the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, for the satisfaction of God, perform your prescribed duties without being attached to the results. A knife in the hands of a robber is a weapon for intimidation or committing murder, but in the hands of a surgeon is an invaluable instrument used for saving people's life. The knife in itself is neither murderous or benedictory. Its effect is determined by how it is used. As Shakespeare said, for there is nothing good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Similarly, work in itself is neither good nor bad. Depending upon the state of the mind, it can be either binding or elevating. Work done for the enjoyment of one's sense and the gratification of one's pride is the cause of bondage in the material world, while work performed as yajna, sacrifice, for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord, liberates one from the bonds of mind and attracts divine grace. Since it's our nature to perform actions, we are forced to work in one of the two modes. We cannot remain without working for even a moment as our mind cannot remain still. If we do not perform actions as a sacrifice to God, we will be forced to work to gratify our mind and senses. Instead, when we perform work as a sacrifice, we then look upon the whole world and everything in it as belonging to God, and therefore meant for utilization in His service. A beautiful ideal for this was established by King Raghu, the ancestor of Lord Ram. Raghu performed the Vishvajit sacrifice, which requires donating all of one's possessions in charity. Raghu performed the Vishvajit Yajna with the Talde, just as clouds gather water from the earth, not for their enjoyment, but to shower it back upon the earth. Similarly, all he possessed as a king had been gathered from the public in taxes, not for his pleasure, but for the pleasure of God. So he decided to use his wealth to please God by serving his citizens with it. After the yajna, Raghu donated all his possessions to his citizens, then donning the rags of a beggar and holding an earthen pot, he went out to beg for his meal. While resting under a tree, he heard a group of people discussing, "Our king is so benevolent. He has given away everything in charity." Raghu was pained on hearing his praise and spoke out. "What are you discussing?" They answered, "We are praising our king. There is nobody in the world as charitable as him." Raghu retorted, "Do not ever say that again. Raghu has given nothing," they said. "What kind of person are you who are criticizing our king? Everyone knows that Raghu has donated everything he wanted." Raghu replied, "Go and ask your king that when he came into this world, did he possess anything? He was born empty-handed. Is it not? Then what was his that he has given away?" This is the spirit of Karma Yoga, in which we see the whole world as belonging to God, and hence meant for the satisfaction of God. We then perform our duties not for gratifying our mind and senses, but for the pleasure of God. Lord Vishnu instructed the Prashitas in this fashion. The perfect karma yogis, even while fulfilling their household duties, perform all their works as yajna to me, knowing me to be the enjoyer of all activities. They spend whatever free time they have in hearing and chanting my glories. Such people, thought living in the world, never get bound by their actions. Bhagavatam 4:30 till 19. So powerful this, right? Basically, in his commentary, he's saying that everything that we should do for God in the name of God, as a pleasure of God. It's not about to stop your actions because this is not possible. It's about you do your actions in the best way as possible, like you are doing for God, because you are doing for God, because the whole world is the manifestation of God. When you cook to someone, you need to cook as you are doing for God. When you use your time, for example, here, I am using the YouTube to talk about God, to talk about the Gita. I could be doing other things. I could do videos of food, dancing. It's fine, it's good. But I talk also about God. I am doing actions to God. So it's not about to stop karma because you cannot stop acting. You just need to give a right purpose. You need to give priority to the satisfaction of the ultimate truth. Sister Reed terrified says everyone is forced to act helpless. Do you believe this? We act. It's about this. We cannot stop the actions. We are always doing things. But the point is, when we do actions, what's the purpose of the action? Why you are action? You should do everything as a sacrifice. Um, I have problems. The chatting's a different way. I don't know why. Coisas são caras, mas nem tudo se compra. Sim, it's good for you because I turned the phone, but still. in a vertical way. But should not be like this. But anyway, I think everybody's able to see me in the right position, right? Just the shot for me in the other way. But it it's this. I think everybody were able to understand the meaning of these verses of the Gita because Swami Mukundananda he give us a good explanation, a good way to us understand the meaning of these slokas. It's not about stop your actions, stop your karma, because this is not possible. We need to act. We are always acting. The important thing, the main thing is to act in the way that these actions can be a yajna, can be a sacrifice to something higher, something more spiritual. Because this is not going to be good for God. Because God is not affected by our actions, but it's good for ourselves, our body, our community, our society. This is what's going to make us elevated and one day have self-realization. So powerful, right? It's not about stop the action, but act accordingly to God. Lord Krishna, Vishnu, Brahman, doesn't matter how you want to call, is the supreme truth, the Dharma. I hate when people send me messages when I'm doing the live. Like everybody know that I'm doing the live now, but I still receiving calls. But anyways, guys, this live it was just the Gita sessions. I know in the previous Thursday I was not able to do the live because I was sick, as someone already know. But I'm getting better, so I'm going to keep it doing the live in the Thursday, reading the slokas of the Gita. I don't choose how many slokas I'm going to read. Sometimes I read 3, 5, doesn't matter. Depends on the time that I have and the explanation, the context. I will keep doing till we finish the whole Gita. And soon I'm going to be bringing here more scriptures, but I'm not going to do in a live. I'm going to do real videos of the study of the scriptures, the Puranas, because the Puranas are so important. And in the Sunday, we're going to keep in our Sunday lives, where we talk about random things such as spirituality, Brazilian culture, Indian culture, and many things. Because Sunday is our day to talk, just to have a connection. Basically, it's this. Thank you guys. Utpal, Shanu, Zenitsu, hi, namaste. Jyoti, so good to see everybody here. Raja, Bunny, Sandeep. Thank you guys for being here in this live. See you in the next Thursday to read the other slokas from the third chapter. Thank you for being here. Firmalinge.